Hello everyone, it's Azure here. Welcome back to another video, and today is review. It's been quite some time since I reviewed a figure that I've had, or I had, or whatever. And today we'll be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Voyager class Optimus Prime Studios 5005. Optimus Prime from Transformers Rises. I almost said Rise of the Beast. My bad. Revenge of the Fallen. My bad. Yep, Revenge of the Fallen. My bad. Right there. So this is the box. He's not inside. He's not in the plastic shell. Or whatever. So here's the front of the box. Side. The back. The others I'm gonna get. Probably. The other side. The top Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. And the bottom has nothing. So we're just gonna put this off to the side. And here is Optimus Prime. Now actually, this is my actual first Transformers figure ever. Like the very first one I ever gotten. And I got this during Christmas of 2022 is when I became a Transformers fan actually. And this figure was the first one I ever gotten. I mean, sure, I did review the other ones I previously got, but this one was my very first. Very first Transformers figure ever, before I got in the other ones. And the ones I'm gonna want to get sometime soon. So this is Optimus Prime, obviously. This one is from Revenge of the Fallen. And he is a nice one. So I would have to say not a whole lot to talk about. I mean, people have already reviewed these already because they've had them longer, but this was my first Transformers as a Transformers figure, as I just said. And I do have a few nitpicks. But other than that, they're called Transformers. They're supposed to transform. Yeah, I know. I've been in the fandom for like, what? 3 years already? Because I started in 2022 when I became a fan of Transformers. So, I'm still a newbie, okay? Even though I've watched the 5 movies way too many times, I've watched all of the movies, and I watched Transformers Prime, and yeah, I'm still, besides that, I'm still a newbie. So anyways, so, I'm so bad at these. Anyways, I would say I mean, these are figures, I can kind of see what, they try to make it movie accurate, but again, because of all this kibble, as people call it, the back kibble makes it a little bit off. I mean, as I said, this is my first figure I've ever had, and there's so many people that have been in the fandom of Transformers longer than I have been, so as I just said, I'm still a newbie or a normie, so whatever. But do have to say, I can see why this ridiculous back kibble, I should say, that's what it's called, is there, because that's actually for the transformation. And oh boy, the transformation for me the first time, when I took this guy out of the box and I looked at the instructions, I had no clue what I was doing. So knowing me as an idiot, I had looked up how the transformation works for this guy. And as soon as I kept like redoing it, and I'm still a little bit rusty now, as I'm rusty now, obviously. It got very easy for me as I kept learning how to do these figures. Not the ones that are transformable, but whatever. Unlike, yeah, I'm not sure you can see them, but Galvatron right here was a little bit of a mess the first time, but anyways, what can I say? The paint, I mean, it's Optimus Prime. There's not a lot of paint on him because of how. I mean, I kind of get the awesome quality control issues with these kind of figures. Not just Transformers. Mostly Godzilla has the same issues. Like some paint might be scraping off and whatnot. But yeah, I would say the paint is not that bad. I mean, of course, it's Optimus Prime. He has not a lot of colors on him. And that goes for every Transformers. There's not a lot of color on them. Because they've been fighting most of the time. But enough of that. I ramble on. Sometimes I go off topic. But anyways, that's just me. That's how I do these reviews. But I will say that this figure has pretty decent articulation. Like the arms move. And most of it is all for the transformation. Most of it. Like the head. I will have to say about the head. Well, I know it's kind of stupid for me. But I kind of get it. I mean, the head is not. It's sort of like there's a lot of blue on the side. I mean, I kind of get why, because these are pretty. Like some of the pieces are very small to paint. I kind of see why my issue with that on the head, but at the end of the day, they're just figures. They're just figures at the end, and I also have to say the head does not like to stay up most of the time. At least on my copy. I'm not sure. I mean, he can sound kind of. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm bad at these, okay? But other than that, the paint schemes, it's perfectly fine. I kind of get, well, I do get that these figures are very hard to paint. Because you could, like, when you're painting this, for example, it might get on the non-painted stuff that you don't want it to be painted, and that would just be repetitive. It's kind of like with I was painting this guy. Some of the paint got onto this on the surface I did not want to get painted. But anyways, now I'm going to, well, as I keep forgetting, is size comparisons. I always forget that before I do like the gimmicks or whatever they have. Oh, also, Optimus comes with 2 accessories. These, what do you call these? I don't know what you call this one. This, like, blades? I mean, I think they're called blades. I'm not sure what these ones are called, that they have the fire or lava on them. So yeah, these, they get these, and the box, actually, I forgot to mention that I think for each one that you get, there's like a back diorama on it. Same goes for Galvatron. The ones I do have, actually. But I think every single one has like a backdrop in the packaging that you can actually make into a diorama. So it was pretty cool. I didn't take mine out because, as I've always said, I have no room in this place for that stuff. But anyways, as I was talking about, these actually clip in or whatever to Optimus's hands like this. It's a little bit frustrating getting there. Mostly, well, I think it goes. Oh, it goes in. Okay, it goes in from that. It goes in from the bottom, not the top. Which I thought. Oh, again, being my first Transformers figure ever, I was an idiot and did not know that. So you can make him to see like he's fighting something or someone. Like, for me, obviously trying to fight Godzilla or whoever, or Galvatron, the figure as I do have, or like the other version of himself. And actually, let me take these out. This one makes it be a pain in my rear end. Oh, oops. Yes, that will come off. Not completely off, it'll just do that when you're it's for the transformation, obviously. If you can see these back things right here, I think you can put them, these blades, right here, just like so. And if I can get in there, they will actually be like a backpack for could be like a back for holding his weapons. So, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna take these off. Because, anyways, I'm just gonna get random figures to size comparison or whatever. I'm just gonna grab a random one because I am too lazy to get up. And, yeah, I didn't get this room so bad. So, we're just gonna... Yep, don't question my size comparisons. The figures I do have to get out. Yes. Actually, they're almost face to face. Face to face, and almost you can have like a fight with these two. And I think that might go, as I just said, I'm just grabbing random figures I have on my desk or the floor or on this thing behind me. Or right here. Anyways, yeah. Old Rage Goji. Well, this is Rage Goji, new one. The other one's on the floor, which I'm too lazy to get. And, yeah. So, as that, I'm bad at these. Don't question. So I'm going to cut right here, and we're gonna see what the transformation looks like. So I'm gonna cut right here, and we'll see how good this transformation will go. So I hope you guys enjoyed that time-lapse transformation. Enjoyed that time-lapse of me doing the transformation of this guy. And my hands are still hurting from doing it again. My hands are still hurting from that. So, after doing the transform, this is what it looks like when you did the transformation. And this is actually a very nice truck mode of Optimus Prime because he's a truck after all. And I would say it's not that bad. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with this. When I first did it, as I just said, like some of the parts that snap in would not stay in. I was doing the transformation right and everything. I mean, I don't get why it would be. I don't get why this, when I did it, it's so annoying. But either way, this is what you'll get, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's like once Optimus is transformed into a truck. And actually, these wheels were not good on mine. I'm not sure why the wheels don't really go well on mine. On mine, it's a little shaky. I did it. I did the whole transformation right and everything. But I don't know why. I don't get why it's so shaky on mine. At least it rolls a little bit. So, actually, what I noticed about these, you can actually put these right there in the truck bed, or you can actually fit these right there. It's pretty cool, and actually, it's pretty cool like that, actually. I'm not sure what that's used for. The kibble right here is, it looks decent, I should say. I mean, my hands are hurting literally from that. Not blood or anything, it's just very hurting from doing the whole transformation part. What gave me the trouble the most actually was this part. This whole truck, the front of the truck would not stay in. That's what I kind of meant about the whole plot staying won't stay in. I mean, if you do everything right, it will probably do it too. I want to compare Optimus, the truck mode, to the other two Transformers I have. I do have others that do transform as well, but I'm too lazy to go get them. And this is how they look. This one gave me most problems because of how hard it was. But I'll get to that when I get to it. I'll get to him when I do review him or whatever. Not funny how these guys roll perfectly fine, but Optimus doesn't very well. Oh well, that's not a big problem. I don't expect that a lot. But yeah, this is how each mode looks together. So, Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, Galvatron, and the first Optimus Prime I've ever gotten. So, I'm just gonna leave him like this because I am again too lazy to put him back in the truck mode. So I'm just gonna hold him like this. So what I have to say, as my first Transformers figure, I really do like this figure a lot. Minus the complaints I have about it, which I didn't mention in this video. But at the end of the day, they're just figures. These guys are meant to be played with. I mean, or they could just sit well on your shelf. Either way, I really do like this figure a lot. Man, my hurt. Yeah, when you do the transformations, your hands will hurt. Just saying. So, anyways, that's it for today's review. As I should have done this the first time, but as the first Transformers figure I've ever gotten, very great figure. I do have to admit. Again, not every figure has to be great. There are flaws with these guys. Oh well, look, I had a crack in one of them on one of the spots. But anyways, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for whenever I do the next one. So, as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles!